WackMatters is brought to you by Audible.com. If you go to audibletrial.com/WackMatters, you can sign up for a free 30-day trial where you can test out Audible's awesome audiobook monthly subscription service. Make sure to go to audibletrial.com/WackMatters.
You heard it here, folks. Welcome to
was
the
that
final...
moan included?
Welcome to the final round of the Rap Olympics. Today's challenger, Karsten Alexander Miller. Karsten, what's your middle name?
I'm not going to tell you.
Karsten, what's your middle name?
Frederick.
That's a lie. What's your middle name?
Juniper.
Karsten.
I don't have a middle name. My parents were just like, he's not special enough. We're just going to give him a first
why
name.
won't you come in this fun play space with me?
Jemima. No, it's James.
Karsten I don't know if that's a lie or not.
You have to find it out yourself.
What kind of relationship do we have together as friends?
Okay, I'm just going to tell you one of the names that I told you is in fact my middle name.
It's going to be Frederick. Dang it. I'm so... Karsten Frederick Miller, the challenger, versus the rap boy. Karsten, drop your sick verse. Let's go.
1 second. I got to get some words real quick.
Oh, get hyped, dude. Get hyped. I'm going to be a hype man. Alright, guys, Karsten's about to freaking dunk on this son of a gun so hard that his mind's going to explode. Karsten, I swear, if you look up a dirty rap song, we have to edit something out.
I'll censor stuff myself.
He's gonna dunk on this son of a gun so hard, he's gonna get him. He's gonna get that foe. That foe for show. Karsten, it can't be taking this long. It really just seems like you're not freestyle rap battling if you do it this long.
I'm not. Oh, that's because I looked up the wrong one. Ha! Oof. Okay.
Here, I'll do...
You be the other guy. You go first.
I'll do the rap from the Disney movie Let It Shine.
You mean sing?
No, the Disney movie Let It Shine about rap that was a Disney straight to Disney Channel movie. It was not a Disney movie, a Disney Channel movie that aired on the thing. It's Phantom Come Alive in the Nighttime. I spit freestyles, I don't have to write rhymes. My flow's unrehearsed, I spit a killer verse. When it comes to your rhymes, they're the worst. Your flow sloppy punchlines, I brush them off me. Yeah, I'm so cocky, no way you can stop me. I swag through the roof, believe that's the truth. How to know that? Yo, I'm living proof. I just do what I do when I'm in the booth. I got a finer chick, hotter whip, sicker crew. Ooh, you just get lyrically smacked. Better think twice before you try to clap back. Oh!
Well, you see, I could only get 2 lines into this before it got edited, so... Do I just go for it and have him cut out everything?
No. Just swing with those pencils. Okay, guys, don't stupid intro. This is Toon In.
I'm a feminine M&M! Slim Shady Lady! No, I'm just kidding.
That did peak it pretty hard, in case you were curious.
Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna continue because that'll half the song will get cut out.
So this is Toon In episode 9. Thank you for turning this on. I am your host, Marcus. This is my co-host,
Mr. Single.
His name is Karsten, but for ladies, he is single and looking. This is the show where we watch cartoons, and we watch them under the guise that we're going to find cartoons that are appropriate for all ages, because a lot of them are. And you adults can enjoy this with your kids, and you kids can enjoy this with your parents, and everybody can come around the TV and watch this together. We are trying to bring families together to enjoy some sweet, sweet time together. Should I say together a few more times?
Togetherness is together. Yeah, I don't know.
Together.
Let's do this together, dude.
Together. All
together.
Right. Together. Are you ready? We're talking about Justice League Unlimited, and we're talking about episodes 7 and 8.
Yeah. So episode 7 is The Return.
Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac. Okay, go for it. What happens in this episode?
So this episode starts out with Green Lantern talking to the other Green Lanterns. And they're just having this chill conversation about this space invader. And then all of a sudden, this giant yellow robot comes up and destroys the entire planet. The end.
Okay,
for the Green Lanterns. That's the end for the Green Lanterns. So then, Green Lantern's just like, oh. like, oh no, my home world. Except it's not really my home world because my home world is Earth.
You guys know the Green Lantern who does a bad Italian accent?
Mamma mia, my planet!
Yeah, you guys know that one.
This has got me upsetting spaghetti!
Do you guys remember that Mario Green Lantern crossover?
Oh! It's a me, Green Lantern. I've got you this time.
I gotta go meet the Yellow Lantern Wario.
Wario.
Okay, keep going.
And then there's the Purple Lantern Waluigi.
Wah! Freaking Waluigi, the gosh dang pervert.
Hey. Okay, so at NebraskaCon, there was a Waluigi cosplayer, and I came up to him, and I was like, hey, dude, I got your Smash invite. Like, your invite for Smash Bros. And he got super happy, and then I was just like, just kidding.
You're not in it. Again.
And the cosplayer legit started crying.
Oh.
I didn't feel bad, because he was cosplaying Waluigi.
We can all agree Waluigi's a pervert, right?
I mean, he crotch chops in Mario Tennis if he wins.
And he's just a pervert. I think we can agree.
Yo, I got a video to show you later then.
To quote somebody else in the video game industry, he said, "I'm not going to say anything too bad about Waluigi, but let's just say he's the type of guy that has to alert his neighbors when he moves into the neighborhood."
That sounds like a PewDiePie thing. Was that PewDiePie?
No, it was the giant bomb thing, and it was super funny. It was Jeff Gershman.
Oh.
So funny. But more importantly, what actually happens in this... I like the idea... I wish there was a cartoon that was more buck wild that we were talking about. To where if somebody was just listening to the show and they'd not seen the episode, they'd be like, I don't know what parts are real and what parts aren't.
I feel like All Hail King Julian would be like that if we ever covered it.
Maybe. I don't know what that is. Keep talking about the episode we're talking about.
So Green Lantern's just like, oh man, my planet's gone and I've got no family now. And he's just like, hey, is this like, do I still got to come into work now? But more than anything, he's more just mad that
that all of his friends are
that
dead.
his office just got blown up.
And his friends.
And all of his friends are dead. All my friends are dead. So then the robot's just like, yeah, now I'm going to come to Earth. You're next, boys. And everyone's just like, oh no!
And it's the
I have no idea who this robot is because I haven't.
It's from the original series, essentially.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know that because I'm lame.
He's coming for Lex Luthor because Lex Luthor took advantage of
I mean, I would come for Lex Luthor too. He just seems like the kind of guy that needs to be come after and just destroyed.
Yeah. But no, Lex took advantage of him, so the Justice League talks him into going into outer space because they can't beat him because he's too strong. And then...
He's too powerful!
Promising to come back.
And the robot's just like, this isn't even my final form.
It's over 9,000! Okay, so... Then, this episode...
Okay, but let's ask the real questions. Could Goku take down this robot?
No.
Yeah, I mean, if Superman can't, then Goku probably couldn't.
People say Goku can beat Superman.
He couldn't, because that's putting a man who can overcome any limit against a man who has no limits.
But also, here's the thing, the robot has, like, a sort of abilities to, like, change reality and stuff late game. So, like, I think if you can kind of just change reality around you, you probably win most fights.
Although Saitama could easily beat him.
Hey, wanna not make up stuff? Hey, this is not a nerd podcast for nerds. This is where I try to get moms to watch cartoons with their kids. So if you could stop talking about Dragon Ball...
Saitama's not a Dragon Ball character. Saitama is the One Punch Man. He can defeat any villain with a single punch. Even the strongest fighter in the universe.
This is my nightmare.
Okay, let's not talk about anime right now. Okay, let's back to Western superheroes.
All you families that I'm trying to get watch cartoons and stuff and have fun and be a family together, I'm really sorry Karsten just brought us down by talking about anime. So the robot's coming for Earth, and then Lex Luthor talks about his kryptonite cancer. Because he's trying to be a good guy now. And then Steel and Supergirl are like, hey, the Amazo robot's coming back. We're going to find somewhere safe for you. They take him to a barbershop. There's a good joke because Lex is obviously bald. And like, well, he would never think to find you here. It's a pretty good joke, actually. And then they go down to these secret catacombs.
which are coated in kryptonite. So Supergirl's just like, oh, my only weakness.
Because she sounds like a bad French maid, I guess. What is up with your accents, Karsten?
I don't know. That wasn't anything. That was just me.
So they put the Atom on Lex's shoulder. So the Atom goes, and they start working on how to defeat Amazo when he gets there. And then the rest of the episode that's not them working on that is Amazo beating up all of your favorite superheroes.
Yeah, it's pretty sad because he destroys Superman
much
with
like
ease.
Much like Logan Paul
Destroyed Chaos IA.
Amazo's a savage.
Oh, okay. So how did that fight go? Did Chaos I win or did
It was a tie.
It was a tie. Lame.
Yeah. Do you want to real quick in this thing where we talk about cartoons for families and stuff? Do you want to just talk about YouTube drama that's old YouTube drama?
I just found out about that fight the other day. Actually,
really?
Yeah.
So how do you think TanaCon went? Like, what are you talking about, Karsten? This is old news on the wrong show.
I'm sorry, man. I'm tired. I woke up at like 5 a.m. this morning to do homework.
That's fake, dude.
My life sucks.
I took a lot of college classes. You don't have to do any of the homework.
But anything less than an A constitutes failure.
I mean,
I am an Asian mother.
Okay, Karsten, you can't say racist things on our show. I don't care how funny the thing you said was. I'm sorry, Michael, that you have to edit more stuff out than you.
Yeah, just take that whole bit out. That was too far. Okay.
I don't know. That's funny.
It was kind of pushing it.
You watch a lot of our favorite superheroes get thrown around like they're nothing by the Amazo robot.
Yeah.
Like, he hardly stops.
Huh.
And that's pretty fun.
Wait, what? What does that mean to you? Just that picture right there. That little snippet. I don't want to open that.
Yeah, don't. So...
Okay.
Apparently Carson starts...
With a perv. What?
So, you're just a funny boy. I don't know why the things you say make me laugh so hard.
I don't know. I wouldn't laugh at at the things I say, and yet I do anyway. Okay.
Like, if I met somebody who's making the same jokes that I make, I'd be like, this guy needs to shut up.
Dude,
he's just not funny.
If I met myself, I would be so annoyed. I would probably murder the other person.
Yeah, if I met Marcus in real life, I'd be like, that guy's kind of the worst. But more importantly,
so let's get back to our actual show.
Amazo.
So they just get completely destroyed by.
Well, no, you didn't make the joke. You just gotta get it out. You gotta re-say the. Here's what happens in this episode. A quick rundown, because Karsten can't figure this crap out. The robot tries to find Lex Luthor, goes through all of the superheroes like they're nothing, eventually gets to Lex. They try to use the giant machine they made to stop him.
It doesn't work because the robot is just too advanced.
It's too advanced. So it turns out the whole reason he's there is the robot's having an existential crisis of purpose.
And Lex Luthor's just like, dude, go make your own purpose.
Yeah.
And the robot's just like, bruh. Like, I never thought of that.
Okay, and the way we're describing this episode, and then the robot leaves...
Because it's all happening in a subatomic world, so for all we know, this could be some kind of drug trip between Lex Luthor and the robot.
Yes, so like the way we're describing this episode makes it sound not that interesting. It is a really cool episode, I think.
If I wouldn't have gone on a tangent about all kinds of stuff for 20 minutes.
Yes, yeah. Like... The episode itself is you watch this neat cartoon where, like, a person essentially is having an existential crisis of purpose. And then, like, he talks to, like, a guy, and he's like, Lex, what's your purpose? And Lex is like, everything I do in life is eventually going to be forgotten. But, like, my purpose is to
see how it's remembered in the now.
Yes. Is, like, do my best. Is essentially to do everything I can to be remembered as long as I can. And, like, it's a neat, like, idea looking into the subconscious of Lex and stuff like that.
And then Dr. Fate's just like, hey, robot, want to come work for me?
Well, he's essentially like, I'm helping people find their purpose. So
I am God.
If you want to help, if you want that, then I can help you. So then he takes Amazo with him, because Amazo agrees to go.
And Amazo's a chill dude now.
And Shira Hall, or Hawk Girl, who, Karsten, you don't know this, but there's a big thing that happened at the end of Justice League, and there's a reason she's not on the team anymore, and this is the first appearance
Because she
of
died
her.
and got reincarnated.
No.
Oh.
However, they do talk about that this season. So, but no, I think there's a cooler Hawkgirl origin for this show than there is in most iterations.
Okay.
We'll talk about it. Well, no, we won't talk about it.
Let's talk about
we'll
that.
Eventually, but dum 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 dum.
Good afternoon. It's currently 9:51, and I want to die.
Afternoon?
Really?
It's nighttime.
That's the thing that set you off? Not the fact that I just said something borderline suicidal.
Okay, Carson.
Granted, I say a lot of that kind of stuff, so.
Yeah, for you, it's nighttime, dude. It's nighttime, my dude.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
I forgot about that part of the episode.
I was gonna just straight up peek the mic, but then realize there are children sleeping. Probably. Michael probably hates us right now for being so loud.
It's okay. They're pretty chill sleepers for the most part.
So I could just scream at the top of my lungs.
No, don't. Please don't. Please don't. How about this? We're recording a podcast where people might have earbuds in. And how about,
exactly.
How about you don't peek the mic because you don't want to be the worst to them?
Guess what I just realized?
What?
We're only halfway through. Let's skip the next episode, my dude. So the next episode is called The Greatest Story Never Told. And it's about this guy. He's a time traveler from the future. Named Green Lantern.
That's a good joke if you saw the episode. It's Booster Gold, guys.
But everyone thinks he's Green Lantern, even though he's yellow.
It's a funny joke.
Yeah.
Because
nobody knows who he is.
Who cares about Booster Gold?
Yeah. So Booster Gold is just like, man, my life is completely worthless. I'm going to put a stop to it. So he goes back in time instead. And he's going to try and hit it big in the past, thinking he's going to hit it big. And he gets stuck on crowd control during this giant crisis. And he's just like, are you kidding me? And then during this mega threat, there's a mini mega threat that goes on. Some guy decides to turn his chest into a black hole. I mean, I have seen some people that have enough mass they could become a black hole.
Okay, want to not body shame people? There's a lot of really cool scenes, like the Justice League's fighting
hey, I didn't shame anyone in particular. So.
A giant wizard guy. And there's a scene where there's half Batman, half Superman
with the voice
Wonder Woman's voice. And it's really weird, and they're like, oh, magic. Weird.
Magic!
Magic. You're a wizard, Harry.
You're a hairy wizard.
Your eyes got so big. I wasn't gonna laugh at your joke and derail the show, and your eyes got so big. And you crossed them. You're a hairy wizard. What? Oh, dude, we laugh at the dumbest stuff. People probably
I'm so tired.
We laugh at the dumbest stuff, and I slur enough words because I'm bad at speaking. People probably think I'm drunk sometimes during the show. I promise you I'm
We probably
not.
sound like completely wasted right now, dude.
Okay, so...
Okay, so he's stuck on crowd control, and everyone's just like, oh, thanks, and he gives a granny directions. And he's just like, come on, I can do more than this. I'm better than this. So this guy walking around, he's got a black hole strapped to his chest. He's sucking up everything in his path. And he's just like, man, this situation really sucks. And
then Booster Gold goes and saves the scientist.
He saves the scientist. And he's like, oh, she's a pretty hot chick. Okay,
and
I'm going to try not to mess this up.
He tries to flirt with her, and
it doesn't work because he's Booster Gold.
Yeah, and he tells John, he's like, hey, we got this black hole situation. He's like, everybody's helping with the wizard thing. And he's like, yeah, he's like, you need to go do the crowd control thing like you're supposed to. And he's like, yep.
Do as you're told, little boy.
He's like, yep, click. And then, like, he does the whole, like, yep.
I'm still on the phone.
Yeah, he's like, good point. I should handle this. Don't even send Superman. You're right, John. And, like, it does that whole bit.
And he's trying to impress this girl. So he's acting like he's this super hotshot superhero, like bigger than Superman kind of thing.
Yeah. And it is really fun, and, like, it's well acted.
I mean, it's definitely relatable. I don't know about you, but...
I'm Superman.
Are you trying to impress me, or is there another woman that you're trying to impress?
I'm impressing anybody listening. I just want people to like me.
That sad look on your
Please,
face.
oh gosh.
I almost sympathize with you. I almost feel bad for you.
I like how we do an audio-only podcast.
And we
but
make references
we're
to
doing
appearances.
visual bits for each other. I was trying to make a sad joke where I made a sad face, so Karsten might think that my joke was funnier, but you guys wouldn't get it because it was just a joke.
Because you're just a bunch of plebs. You flippin' plebeians.
You freaking Sonic fan fricks.
Come on, DeviantArt. Don't. That's a bad idea.
So, then Booster Gold gets given this like collar thing that's gonna
This really
put it on
cool
the person.
scientific choker.
Yeah, it'll stop the black hole, and the whole episode's about that. There's a really neat scene,
And like he gets super close to completing his mission every time, but always falls short.
Yeah,
Something
happens.
always happens.
Like whether he gets hit by rubble that's flying,
Or just has to go
deliver
do something
a
else.
child.
Yeah, he at one point he has to deliver a child,
And it's a
in
really
the back of an
funny
ambulance.
Scene. It's so funny. Like, it's really well done and funny and good. Freaking the wizard at one point makes a building come alive.
And he's just super close to like getting that black hole
and then,
taken down, and
the
building threatens the woman, and he's just like,
I gotta
are
go
you
save her."
serious?
Yeah, like, and it's really just like,
I'd just let her
I'm
get
gonna
eaten.
almost do the
Needs of
thing.
the many outweigh the needs of the few.
But then, of course, at the end of the day...
Besides, a building doesn't have a digestive tract. I could have just gone back in and got her.
At the end of the day, well, he was gonna crush her. He was biting, like...
She just has to avoid the teeth.
There was
That's what dodgeball's for in school, is to teach you to avoid things.
Avoid the...
Like
No,
responsibility.
you guys know the point of dodgeball is to avoid the teeth, dude. You gotta avoid those teeth.
That and
It's a
kissing.
metaphor for life. Avoid the teeth, Karsten.
I'll keep that in mind.
So,
Although I don't feel like in my current state that advice will give me anywhere.
obviously, I mean, because you're not seeing the metaphor, dude. You don't get it. You just don't get it. So, obviously, Booster Gold succeeds, and then they save the day, and then he goes back to crowd control, but Batman gets mad at him.
Super mad at him
he was
because
not-
Batman
he was-
knows everything.
He wasn't there, and he's like, "Where were you?" And he was like, "There was this whole," and Batman's like, "We're gonna talk about this later." And he's like, so he gets like upset that he didn't do,
And then completely
good.
misses an opportunity to kiss the girl, which is, bruh, I've never related so much to a cartoon superhero before.
Yeah, but
So many missed opportunities in my life.
The girl brings up the running gag where she goes, "Hey, Green Lantern," and he's like, "Are you kidding me? I'm not freaking." She's like, "It was a joke. Calm down, bud." And then
It's just a prank. Why you have to be mad?
it was, what? Why are you mad, bro?
Yeah. Put on my beanie.
So they make dinner plans, and it's a really good episode. It's just really silly and fun.
Yeah, it's a fun little filler episode. Or was it filler, or does it
It's
have...
filler.
Okay. It was actually a nice filler episode. I don't think I haven't really come across any nice filler episodes in my experience with television shows.
Except for the ones from this show.
Yeah, these filler episodes are actually really good.
It's almost like they took just like there's only a few filler episodes. Like there's not a whole lot more of filler in the whole season. They're all kind of front loaded, but also it's almost like the filler episodes they have. It wasn't like, well, we need to make it 21 episodes long. It was like, here's this really fun idea for an episode I want to make that doesn't fit into kind of the overarching story. So like, let's take all of the time and care and craft the episode the way we want to. We're going to air them kind of all front loaded that way. It's not getting in the way. Like, there's a lot of care and craft going into it.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
You're the worst person.
I am.
You're essentially a garbage heap and an outhouse.
I am
sewn together.
literally trash.
Thanks for listening to Toon In episode 9. We really appreciate it. If you are trying to watch this with your family in any way, shape, or form, we really appreciate that. We want to bring families together, and we like the idea of cartoons. We think they're a really good way of storytelling where you can get a lot of cool things done and show a lot of really neat things. If you are listening and you really want to be able to help us out, the easiest way that you guys can help us out is if you just like on whatever thing. We're on Facebook. Well, we post these to Facebook. We will post them to YouTube. If you like them, That does help us out if you
I share 'em on my
subscribe on
Instagram.
YouTube. Excuse me. If you subscribe on YouTube, that kind of stuff helps. If you are getting this through a podcast catcher like the iTunes one or like Beyond Pod or something, anything that really has a rating system, if you got your way to rate this show, that does go a lot farther than you guys think it does. We were able to get an Audible sponsorship
Yeah.
because of like those 5-star ratings and
It's going
stuff.
to pay for my medical bills.
What medical bills do you need, Karsten?
I have a common cold.
Have you seen the episode of Kim Possible about the common cold? Kim Possible is a show we should watch for this show.
Oh, definitely.
Dang it! Now I just want to. Okay, whatever. So, I interrupted myself that time.
I psychologically tricked you to make you derail the outro yourself.
Dang it! Where was I? Oh, right. So, but if you want to kind of more just direct money into our pockets, help us out. There's a merch link on the WackMatters website, so you can go there and click merch. We got t-shirts for sale. They're really comfortable t-shirts. I like them a lot. Or there's also a donation button if you just kind of want to kick some money our way. You don't necessarily have enough to buy a t-shirt, or you don't want a t-shirt. You can just throw some money at the site, and it'll be much appreciated.
Or another way you can donate, you can find my little cardboard box in downtown Omaha, bring the cash directly to me. I only accept ones.
Or another way you could donate is you could tell your friends about this show. If you think we're funny, or you think we're interesting, or you like the whole idea of just families coming together, just tell people about it. Get the word out.
I mean, we're likable people. What's not to like?
I mean, I like Karsten, and Karsten doesn't always hate me.
No, it's okay, boo. I like you.
So, I want to thank you guys for listening again, and invite you to tune in
next time.
Thanks for listening to the podcast that we produce here at WackMatters.com. Just in case you didn't know, we have a lot of different shows running right now. There's Life's What You Rate It, where me and my brother Mark rate everything on a scale from 1 to 10 that exists in the entire universe. Toon In, where Marcus and his friend Karsten talk about cartoons and their value for people of all ages. Of course, Whack Tracks, where me and a bunch of friends make commentary tracks for whatever shows or movies we might be into at the time. And our newest show on the network, The Music Matters, where my friend Trevor creates a discussion around all the matters relating to music. If you'd like to support the content we make here at WackMatters.com, please go to WackMatters.storemv.com and check out our merchandise section. We sell t-shirts right now, and there's more merchandise to come. Even if you don't want to buy a t-shirt, there is a donate button at WackMatters.com that you can use to support the content that we already make and to help fund creative ideas for the future. Additionally, this podcast is also brought to you by Audible.com. If you go to audibletrial.com/WackMatters, you can sign up for a free 30-day trial with Audible.com, where you get to listen to a free audiobook of your choosing and can continue subscribing for an awesome audiobook content subscription. Remember, that's audibletrial.com/WackMatters. We love you all and hope you will continue checking out the content we make here at WackMatters.com. Have a great day.